Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most irresistible and beloved treats around the world, chocolate. Have you ever wondered where the chocolate you enjoy comes from? Stick with us as we take a journey through time, from the heart of ancient jungles to the modern-day manufacturing processes we recognize now. The history of chocolate begins more than 3,000 years ago in the tropical rainforests of Central and South America. The cacao plant, from which chocolate comes, was known by ancient Mesoamerican civilizations like the Maya and the Aztecs. For them, cacao was not only a delicious drink but also held deep symbolic and economic significance. The Maya were among the first to grind cacao beans to make a thick, bitter, and spicy drink, often mixed with chili and spices. This drink wasn't just a beverage, it was a sacred elixir, associated with the gods, and used in religious ceremonies. The Aztecs, on the other hand, used cacao as currency and believed that the god Quetzalcoatl had given cacao to humanity as a divine gift. When Spanish explorers arrived in the New World in the 16th century, they encountered this exotic drink and quickly brought it back to Europe. At first, chocolate wasn't appreciated much in Europe due to its bitter taste. But over time, sugar and other ingredients were added, transforming the recipe into what we now recognize as chocolate. As colonists brought cacao to Europe, the European elite began consuming it, and it didn't take long before chocolate became a popular drink across the continent. While it was still a luxury item, the addition of sugar and vanilla made it more palatable, and by the 17th century, chocolate houses began popping up in major European cities. Chocolate continued to evolve, but it wasn't until the 19th century that the solid form of chocolate we know today came to life. In 1828, a Dutch chemist named Coenraad invented a method to extract cocoa butter from cacao beans, which allowed for the creation of a smoother and creamier chocolate. In 1847, a British chocolatier named Joseph Fry made the first true chocolate bar by adding cocoa butter to cocoa powder and sugar, creating a solid form of chocolate. Soon after, milk was introduced by companies like Nestle, and by the late 1800s, the modern milk chocolate bar as we know it was born. This was a game changer, and chocolate became even more popular worldwide. Today, chocolate is a global phenomenon, with millions of tons of cocoa beans grown annually across tropical regions of the world, especially in countries like the Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Indonesia. Chocolate has expanded beyond just a luxury drink or treat to become a staple in desserts, candies, and even savory dishes. But with this global demand also comes challenges. The cocoa industry faces significant ethical issues, including child labor and environmental concerns related to deforestation. In recent years, many chocolate companies have begun taking steps to ensure more sustainable and ethical sourcing of cocoa, and there's been a rise in fair trade, chocolate brands that emphasize more humane working conditions and environmental protection. Now, let's wrap up with some fun facts and a bit of chocolate science. Did you know that chocolate contains compounds that can make us feel happy? One of the main compounds in chocolate, phenylethylamine, is known as the love drug, as it can trigger the brain to release endorphins, the chemicals responsible for feelings of pleasure. And here's a mind-blowing fact. Chocolate is also rich in antioxidants, especially dark chocolate, which can have health benefits when consumed in moderation. Whether it's a warm cup of hot cocoa on a cold day or a rich piece of dark chocolate after a meal, the legacy of cacao continues to bring joy to our lives in countless forms.